Good morning, everyone. Welcome to another series of I Am Tomorrow. Today, let us discuss about communication. Communication is a very powerful tool, a very powerful medium between your child and yourself. Communication can be of different methods. One is the normal communication that you do with your child, which is verbal communication. The next is non-verbal communication. Remember, to the other person, this non-verbal communication is very important. What does it mean? When you're talking, the tone of your voice, the eyes, your body language, and the way you are speaking is also very, very important, because the first thing that a child sees is this. The second is visual communication. When you're also not talking to your child, that is also a type of communication, because the child reads your mind. So these are the few different methods of communication, and today we are going to discuss that how it is so very important. When your child comes back from school, what is the question that you ask? When the child comes back with a report card, what does the child see from you? So these are a few, let us discuss a few of these situations. When the child comes back from school, what is the question that you ask? How was the homework? What homework have you got? But do we ask, are you tired? Are you hungry? What happiness quotient was there in the school? Did you make new friends? What was interesting? What was your experience? So the questions will make the communication very, very powerful. If you ask the same question, what homework did you get? The child will not answer. Now the second thing that I always get from parent is, my child doesn't communicate, my child doesn't speak. My question to you as a parent is, do you speak to your child? When your child comes back from school, he's tired after 6.5 hours. There is peer pressure, there is homework, there's so much of work going on, because we don't understand the pressure that your child is going. Maybe he doesn't want to talk, right? But if you're also a working woman or a father who has come back from office, do you communicate with your child? So I'll give you a strategy. Let the child not speak to you, but at least have a 5-minute conversation with your child. About what? How was your day in the office? So let the child not speak. Let the child not talk about the school. But if you keep on continuously doing it for 30 days, 40 days, talking about yourself, that today this happened in my office, today this is the happiness that I received, this is the fight that I had, sharing your experience, only 5 minutes. You will realize after 60 days, after 4 months, your child will automatically start expecting this communication from you, and when you stop, he will start speaking. Try this out and it will definitely be successful. The next thing, sometimes your child is scared. How do you expect the child to come and speak to you? That is your non-verbal communication, is your body language. Have you shown your child that he can come and speak about everything with you? That you will not scold? See, as a parent, we will scold our children, right? The child also knows that. But you have to assure your child through your body language, through your visual communication, through your non-verbal communication, that you are there for the child. Once the child understands this emotionally, that my parents are there for me, the child will speak about everything. The question that I normally get, that my child lies. When does a child lie? Because when the child is afraid, right? Yes, the child may be cheating at home, cheating in the school, during the examination, cheating for homework, but the child comes and lies. Find out, why did the child cheat? Now the child doesn't go to the examination saying, I will be cheating. It happens many, many years later on. So do we as parents pressure him to get 100 out of 100? Have you sat down with him and understood why the child has not studied? Is it difficult for him to understand the subject? Maybe he's not understood. So what is the reason for cheating? So when the child gets caught, the first thing that we do, communication we are talking about, is we start scolding him. But we don't try reasoning, we don't try listening to him. Listening is also one very, very important tool of communication. You have to listen to your child. Listening doesn't mean what he is saying. Listening is what he wants you to listen. There are a lot of things the child says, right? You have to find out from the tone of his voice. You have to find out from his body language that what he's actually verbally communicating to you is actually what he wants to say. So this communication can never stop, and you need to build on this communication from a very, very young age. If your child is an adolescent today, try these 2-3 methods. Number one, if your child is not speaking to you, make the child sit with you for 5 minutes. Start your day's conversation. Even if you don't go to the office, if you are a homemaker, start talking about interesting thing which has happened. Maybe the child is likes watching a movie. Talk about the movie, anything, but only for 5 minutes. Don't make it a conversation of half an hour. The child will switch off. 5 minutes. Start doing it, but continuously for 30 days, 60 days, and automatically you will see it comes. When your child is lying to you, listen to your child, both verbal and non-verbal communication. If your child wants to do something which you're not happy, which you feel the society will not accept, like wearing a small stud or having a tattoo, which you may not want to expect, sit with your child and explain the long-term consequences. I'll give you one example. When my son was 18-year-old, he comes and suddenly says, "Mom, I want a tattoo." For me, who's conservative, it was a shock. But I could not show that shock to him. So I sat down with him and I had a conversation. If I had said no, he would have rebelled because he's in that age. So what do? First you say no. You see what he wants to answer or the reason why he wants a tattoo. I realized even if I say no, he will go and get a tattoo done. Because between 15 to 18 is the mode of rebellion mode all the children are. So I had a conversation with him that why I did not want him to have a tattoo, and it had got nothing to do with society. He had to go for his job. So if he had a tattoo, what will the other people, because we are staying in the society, so what will the other people think about it? Maybe people will not take, so these were my points. Maybe people will not take him seriously because he has a tattoo. People may find him childish because depends upon what tattoo you are making. So there's a lot of prejudice ideas of the society which may hamper him. Not hamper me, but hamper his career. So once we had this conversation, he went and had a tattoo. But where? At a place where when even he wears a half sleeve shirt, the tattoo cannot be seen. So it is in one of his shoulders. So what happened in this communication? He was happy he had a tattoo. I was happy that the tattoo was not being seen by the other people. So I'm not saying what is right and what is wrong. But when you have a communication with your child, because remember, for you the child is the most important person. So when you have a conversation, find out a solution. Find out a solution which will make sure that the bond between the mother and the child, the bond between the father and the child is also very, very strong. Now, I heard one of my friends saying that my son calls his father an ATM. Is the child wrong? I don't think the child is wrong, because the father actually doesn't have time for the child, but the father has a lot of money to give to the child. But the father is also not wrong, because the father has to work. The father has to go out to work, and if the money is coming, that means the hard work that the father is doing. So where was the gap? The gap was here, the communication between the parent and the child. He saw and he made up his mind that father is not there at home. Father doesn't care for me. Father has only money. So it is just, he is equivalent to an ATM. So it is up to us as parents. So I gave this suggestion, the mother has to sit and talk about the day of the father, that he is traveling, he is eating food from outside, he doesn't have the comfort of the home, and how much he is doing for the family. Once you keep on talking about the hardship that the father is going through because to earn money, then the worth of that money, the worth of the father, the worth of a parent will be understood by the child. So this is where I come. Remember, children see and they make up a story. So it is communication which makes sure that the reality is what the child actually understands. So start by communicating with your child. Start by listening to your child. The way you speak, the way you have the smile on your face, the twinkle in your eyes when you see him coming. Give him the assurance, not only verbal but non-verbal communication. Also, try and see. You will definitely see a vast difference in your relationship between your child and yourself. Thank you so much. Have a great day.